Gertrude Stein, una gran crítica, una coleccionista muy dura, muy especial, muy bien retratada por nada menos que Woody Allen en su Midnight París. Allá la vemos discutiendo con un señor con el pelo medio raro en su peinado. Ese señor era Picasso, se estaba quedando pelado, pero además le ardían los tímpanos porque Gertrude Stein lo retaba, le daba instrucciones. Y en la realidad eso ocurrió, pero Stein también lo admiró, compró su obra y escribió este libro. Nuestra editorial, Shapire, lo tradujo. Y hoy podemos encontrarlos por 140 pesos. Libro agotado, medio achicharrado, pero no deja de ser un testimonio de primera mano de un gran grupo que coleccionó. Y después vino uno ya más famoso y más rico, usted seguro que oyó hablar de él siempre, que se disputaron en un sombrero quién se quedaba con cada cuadro previo comprarlo. Y eso forma patrimonio de algunos museos y del patrimonio de todos nosotros si lo visitamos y si lo recorremos. Vamos a una intimidad, a un documental que gracias a ustedes y al mecenas que es el que nos ayuda a hacer bien este programa, nos podemos dar el lujo de compartirlo. Esto es realmente una televisión diferente.
It's rare that you can capture a moment of change, of transition, particularly great change and great transition. The suite of works from the Gertrude Stein collection in the Rockefeller collection is fascinating. It links these two great collecting families, the Steins with the Rockefellers, who had a similarly adventurous spirit that was driven by strong women who were looking at modernism and really finding themselves. Gertrude Stein, with her brother Leo, had collected these amazing works by Picasso, Juan Gris, Cezanne, Matisse. But when they split up in 1914, they split up all of the works in their collection.
The determination that the Rockefellers felt to acquire these works, it speaks volumes as to how well-respected Gertrude Stein's collection and artists were. David and Peggy certainly saw that this was a moment. They formed what came to be known as the Museum of Modern Art Syndicate, a group of 6 collectors who would come together to buy the estate.
A Saturday afternoon in December in 1968 in a back room at MoMA, and they put lots in an old felt hat, and they drew from there. And David was the last to pick, but fortunately for him, that the 2 lots that were left were number 1 and number 3. The first selection was this lovely 1905 painting by Picasso, which was actually the second work by Picasso to enter the Stein collection.
So we actually know who this is a portrait of. It's Linda. She was a flower seller in Montmartre.
She's painted by Vendôme and painted by Modigliani.
In a painting that has such a unique palette in the way that he uses color and where he chooses to use it. But then the face, yes, it's haunting itself assured, it's knowing.
Gertrude said about the rose period pictures that there's a perplexity about them, and in her gaze you get that mystery.
Gris was another artist who was incredibly important in the Stein collection. I think was the second most collected artist in their collection behind Picasso. Certainly here we see Gris in 1925 continuing on in that Cubist style, but taking it in a more classicized way as well. Slightly more rounded forms, but still using the lettering that highlighted so much of Cubism.
One of the gems of the Rockefeller collection is Picasso's palm. When the property was divided between Gertrude and Leo in 1913, 1914, there was one piece, though, that they both desperately wanted, and that was a still life painting of apples by Cezanne. Eventually, Gertrude gave in and let Leo take the picture.
Gertrude was so distraught over losing her Cezanne painting of apples that Picasso says to her, "Don't worry, I'll paint you a Cezanne." So in 1914 for Christmas, Picasso paints this beautiful little watercolor for Gertrude and Alice. And here we have the inscription on the back.
Yeah, the souvenir for Gertrude and Alice from Picasso on Christmas 1914. It's wonderful. He's stepping out of synthetic cubism at this point. This is 1914. He's really breaking artistic ground, and yet as a token of friendship and as an artistic challenge, tries to simulate and pay homage to his great masters.
Gertrude Stein's collection, I think, inspired the Rockefellers to think intelligently and to be on the cutting edge of what they were acquiring.